Ready? Drum roll, please. Boom. Nothing. Nothing. So Facebook did not like me showing their live chat the other day, or someone, whatever, is in this group from Facebook, or someone decided to open their mouth and report us, or whatever it is, or like I said, just a fluke. But I'm not sure. So let's rattle off some questions. Let's learn some stuff. Let's get some value from this call. Let's see what it says. Let's start with, are you recording? Yep, Nick saved the day right there. So I have an email live chat. Okay, no way 70K. Yes, 78,000. It was not good. Chris, are you not using Quai anymore? If not, why? So I am not using Quai anymore, and the only reason why is because every time I went back to using Quia, I would lose the ad accounts. And the only one thing we did not try, and we brainstormed like in-house to see, like, is Quia getting tagged? I don't know what kind of API they have, if they have a certain number that links us to our accounts and all that stuff, and every time we kept adding that new Quia to the new profiles, we'd lose them. We just didn't go and get a new Quia to go try and see if we can keep our ad accounts. Right now, I've been doing a good job of keeping them, besides this little mess here, the hiccup that you guys have seen for the last week with no Quia. But I was a big Quia lover, not because of the things it could do or whatever, just the speed factor of it. I could just get up so many ads, not get distracted by charts and this and that. I used to use AdExpresso, but man, there's just so many distracting things in there. I like to, like I said, it's about speed for me. Like, how fast can I get this stuff up? How can I get a nice mock-up of the socks? So the socks are in this, let's see. Let me pull up that Dropbox. Oh no, it's in Google Drive, I think. Let me see. Google Drive. All right, so who has print trends right now? If you could just hit me up on the side on chat, I'll just drop the link in there. But I don't want to. This is my Skype. I don't want to drop it in here because then when people see the recording, they just go and steal the mock-ups and all that stuff, and then they don't use us to fulfill. So if you could just hit me up on the side, I have the Skype up. I'll be looking at it. Same. Let's see. What do we got here? I have Facebook Manager marked same as the ad algorithm. Not gonna round robin. Yep. No problem. All right. Chris B has it. Send it. All right. So let's see. Just find me on the group. That proves that we are right. Okay, Dom. Can you please show an example of how to get second business manager with the same email? All right. So you see this? Let's let's Google Facebook business account. It's because I'm logged in. This sucks. So I don't want to log out. You know how you get all the problems with you know, the browser's not being saved and all that stuff. That happens to me in incognito all the time. I don't know if you guys know that, but I wouldn't log out of your Facebook if you use an incognito, because then it starts asking for verification, all that stuff. Now I actually have to get like 6 digits off my my mobile phone. It's crazy. But if you just log out and you went to business.facebook.com, on the top right, it would just say sign up. Use the same exact email. On the next page, it's just going to ask you to identify your business profile, meaning like just name it something. So name it something different. Do you get that, or do I actually have to log out of this thing to do that? Mark Berry, so I have tried Companion Labs, and I really liked it until we lost that other ad account. Pretty stinking.
What up, what up, what
Yeah.
up?
Oh damn, there he is.
Yeah, my bad. I had to pee so bad, and then I got 4 bathrooms in my house, but when I got, 8 people here, it sucks because, you still gotta wait. So I'm still back to my original problem, Chris. Um, but yeah, I'm here.
You
Poor
crazy.
baby.
So
Hey,
somebody
Chris is
asked.
one to
Oh,
talk. Chris has got 8 bathrooms in his house, and he still has to wait, and there's only 5 people there.
that's because the
Two of
cats
the
are in the
cats
other
know how to use
bathrooms.
their thumbs. Yeah, I was just gonna say 2 of the cats know how to use their plausible thumbs, so they
Mm-hmm.
know how to flush. So yeah, I've been reading up, just catching up on some of these threads. Well, questions really. Yeah. So all right, cool. I'll just mute my mic. I just want to let you know I am here.
So wait. Chris B, that was not the Dropbox I was looking for. I was looking for our Google Drive with all the mock-ups on it. But that's all right. Let me go back to that companion labs thing. So I do like that technology. It's like crazy. It's better than anything we would ever be able to do ourselves. But if you don't have a budget to use that thing, I highly recommend that you don't do that right now. If you don't have a winner, you don't use that right now. Like those are all things so that you can make things that are already working for you, products that are already working for you, make them better. So, what else do we have in here? Does anyone know how to switch the image from RPG to CMKY using? Ooh, I don't know, G. I'm not a Photoshop guy. I don't do any of that stuff. No clue. Sorry. On the fan page, do you still reply to the link to buy every single comment that shows interest in your post? Yes, but I don't do that. A VA does that. Do it every single time. Uh-huh. All right, so let's see what else this says. On our, oh no, any danger with Amazon Pay as payment options. So Jed, we used to have Amazon Pay. That's when we started losing like merchants and stuff like that. We're like, hey, let's try this thing. The only thing I didn't like is that they hold your payments for 15 days. So if you're starting to do high volume, like we were doing $10,000 days when we switched that on there, that becomes a problem. So you might want to check that out before you add that. When selling product, whoa, how'd that move like that? When selling products like Walmart, do you run different ads and ad sets for the lower prices versus the higher end, like framed and unframed? Who asked that? Justine? So I don't do that. So let's just take a look at something real quick here. So on Lot 33, we just you sell a ton of wall art on here. So if you go here and we land on this, I send them, like let's say this was the ad, I send them right here to the cheapest one, which is medium and rolled. So if they want something better or whatever, like, they want the large or the ready hang, that's up to them to find those things because now they've already seen the lower price. If you drop them off right to the highest one and they're like $200, oh, hell no, I'm out of here. So it's always to the lowest. Boom, right there, 49 bucks. Okay. I do me. Okay, me. Free design's not open anymore. When Walmart gets into print trends, how long will it take from order to delivery to customer? So Frank the Tank would actually be a better person to answer that. Like I said, there's always or maybe even Jeremy, I'm not sure. There's a front end and a back end. I don't care how long it takes to get to the customer. But on
Yeah,
the back end, they care
front
about
end.
it.
Chris is all front end. He's all about bringing the money in the door. So basically, it takes about 2 to 3 days lead time. However, our provider for the wall art is absolutely amazing. So what she does is as soon as she gets the order, so once the order goes through Print Trends, well, ideally we obviously want to go through Print Trends, but right now it's still Design Suite Pro. But once the order hits her, she immediately goes ahead and starts doing the tracking numbers for the labels. The labels will follow the order throughout the process. Typically, it's about a 2 to 3 day window for her to produce the art, produce the canvas and then go ahead and actually ship it. Once the carrier picks it up from her location and scans it, that's when it'll start to actually track. That's when you can physically go into the tracking number and see that the product is on its way. Until that point, it's going to show, just like any other tracking, that the tracking has been created, but right now the product is still untrackable. So that is perfectly normal. If you see that, don't freak out and think that your order got lost in translation or your order is not getting shipped. It just simply means that it's still going through the fulfillment process. And once the courier comes and picks up the product and scans it, it will start to track. So it's about a 2 to 3 day window in lead time, and then about a 7 to 10 day window to actually arrive at the customer's doorstep, depending on where they are in the United States. Some spots will get it a lot quicker. Some spots will get it closer to that 10-day period. Hopefully that answered that question.
Cool. Let's see what else we got here. Thank you. No, I got it. Thanks. Hey, you know what's crazy, Chris? I don't know what's crazy. If we have a design for everything but sneakers, what dimension should I make in FB for the sneakers? EPI, blah, blah, blah. What dimension should I make in Facebook for the sneakers? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Why are you making dimensions in Facebook? If you're talking about, you know, what should be the size on like a regular Facebook post, then that's like a 1200 by 1200, 1200 by 1600, you know, something that's big. Is that what you're asking? Well, we'll see. We'll let her get back to that. All third party lose ad accounts. So no, not all third party loses ad accounts. Oh, that was weird. You see that? They don't lose ad accounts. What I was saying is that when we were using Quia and really like hammering, we lost our ad accounts. And every time, I think yesterday I showed you could see that we started scale, we lost it. Started scale, we lost it. I was still using Quia at that time. And we don't know if there's like some type of like tag to our account on Quia that leads to whatever Facebook pages we have or anything like that and talks to Facebook, like because it has to get added to our profile. So I didn't know if that flagged it somehow. So the only thing we did not try is go get, a brand new Quia account. So all third parties do not help you lose accounts. Bank America only. Oh, go ahead.
When Chris is saying we put up a lot of ads, I think at that time we were probably doing about 200 to 300 ads minimum every single day. Some days he was putting up 300 and I was putting up 200, which is 500 ads in a day. So that's a tremendous amount of ads. So yeah, I mean, I definitely would say that your analyzation is probably right on that one, Chris. I mean, we should probably try to get a whole brand new one and see if that would obviously fix the plug on that.
Mm-hmm. So Dominic has a great question. So he asked, it's crazy, Chris, and then now I see the second part of it. It says Bank of America will only let me spend $7,500 a day. So welcome to the saying, more money, more problems, because this is the exact things that you guys are going to run into. And everybody wants to scale. Everybody wants to do big months, 100,000, 200,000, $500,000, $1 million. You're not even prepared for the dangers that even come along with it. You just don't even know. So he's running into Bank of America only let you spend $7,500 a day. Maybe Jeremy wants to talk about this part because he's the one that was trotting down to the bank 2-3 times a day and setting up accounts. And, we have a good way around it, but it takes a lot of work. So go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so check it out, guys. Bank of America will only let you spend $7,500 if you have a personal account that you're attaching to the business manager, right? So what I found was I actually created a business account, and by creating a business account, I linked it to a business credit card, okay? Once I linked it to a business credit card, it allows me to be able to spend as much money as I have in my checking account. So if I have 100 grand in there, it'll let me spend 100 grand. If I've got $1 million, it'll let me spend $1 million. But if I've only got $1,000, it'll only let me spend my credit limit. So if my credit limit is 10 grand, it's only going to let me spend 10 grand, even though I only have $1,000 in the checking account. So the key is you need to be able to link your business checking account to a Bank of America business credit card. That's the key. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, man, I can't even get approved for a library card. Well, don't worry about it, because we were there. We definitely have been in that same exact position, right? So what we did was we basically started off with a CD. And again, I hope this is an aha moment for a lot of you guys. Asset allocation is a big part of what we do, right? So what that means, let's say you did $5,000 in sales yesterday. You need to be able to float that $5,000. So what you want to do is take that $5,000, open up what's called a certificate of deposit or a CD, and almost every single national bank, Bank of America, Citizens Bank, Wells Fargo, Webster Bank, Chase Bank, American Express, Capital One, almost every single national credited bank will do what's called a certificate of deposit or a CD. Basically what that does is it allows you to earn interest on your money, but most importantly, it allows the bank to basically lend that money for you. However, what it does for you is it allows you to have what's called collateral. So what we did when we first started is we basically took a really simple risk. We did a $10,000 day. We didn't have the money to fulfill the orders because it takes 3 days to get paid. No problem. We went to the bank. We took that $10,000 on that third day when we got paid. We took the 10 grand. We put it into a CD, immediately got a line of credit against that CD, borrowing against it, right? Using it as collateral. So basically we kind of put 10 grand in, got 10 grand back. Yes, we got to pay interest, but we also make interest, which kind of washes it, right? It allows us to be able to get and build credit, even though at that point in time, we did not have credit. You know, we started off at 700 plus credit scores. Both Chris and I lived in $1 million houses, had, $100,000 worth of vehicles, and, we lived the high life. And then all of that just got swept from underneath us, and the banking industry went to shit in a handbag, and we lost everything, including the houses, the credit, and everything that came along with it.
So I couldn't even get a library card.
Yeah, we didn't even have credit to get a library card. I mean, really, it got sad. It was at a point where, we were trying to get electric turned on in our properties when we moved, and we couldn't even do that because they ran credit. We were trying to get insurance on cars, and they wouldn't allow us to do it because our credit went to hell. So for those of you that are sitting there saying, I have no credit, believe me when I tell you, we 100% can relate. We know what it feels like. We were there. Fast forward a few years, we are now at a position where we were back then, right? We have great credit scores. We have credit limits. But I'm going to tell you something. It wasn't easy. We used leverage to get it. We basically took the business and we used leverage. We took the money that came in, we put it in a CD, we borrowed against it, we fulfilled the orders, we paid Facebook, we kept it moving, and we continued to pay the bank so that we can show good faith. And guess what? Fast forward a few years, we've got a few CDs, we got some credit built. Now all of a sudden, we're getting credit offers in the mail that we never thought were going to happen, especially in the rate of speed in which they did happen. Am I right, Chris?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I don't want to sidetrack you, but I was really talking about raising the limits to $9.99 on the credit cards. That's what I was really talking about, because Dominic is spending money, but today, like, he's going to cap out at $7,500. That's what I was really talking about.
Yeah, so Dominic, basically what I did was I went to the bank and I told them that they needed to whitelist my credit cards, and they need to be able to, no, sorry, not credit cards, but they needed to whitelist Facebook as a merchant for me, and that I was going to spend $10,000 plus per day. They gave me an issue and said the most we can raise it to is $9,999 in a day without creating any risk. for the banking side and without having to ask for any special authorizations. So what I did was say, great, raise it to 999. And then what I did, it's not illegal to have multiple business accounts under the same business or same tax ID. So I went and got another bank account with another bank and did the exact same thing. So now I have 2 credit cards that gives me the ability to, or 2 debit cards that gives me the ability to do the same thing. Now within the same branch, you could do the same thing. You could create an operating account. You can create a vendor account. You can create a business account. You can create as many different accounts as you want under that same exact bank. And each one will give you that $7,500 or $10,000 limit per day. And all you need to do is just basically recycle the credit card. So you use card 1 till it hits its limit, then put card 2 in. Let card 2 hit its limit, then put card 3 in. Let card 3 hit its limit, and then put card 4 in. And just have 4 cards on your business manager that you can rotate and make each one a primary until it hits its limit. You understand that, Pat? Well, who was it at? Dominic. Do you understand that, Dominic? So you just basically recycle the cards every day. You start with number 1, then go to 2, then 3, then 4 until you hit your daily limits. Then you go ahead and just make the next card your primary. I mean, there was one point in time where we probably had 40 cards in the account until I smartened up and asked the bank to make it so that 9999 was our maximum daily. So every bank has what's called a maximum daily POS, which is point of sale purchase, right? So every single bank has it. It just depends on the bank. Some banks are different than others. Some will cap you out at 9,000, some are 7,500, but you just ask them for your daily max, and then you just get as many accounts as you need to be able to spend that money. Perfect.
We've done so many things that Jeremy forgets about a lot of them. So adding credit cards is definitely a big problem right now. They'll lock you up in a second. That's what happens to us. But he forgot about how he had the checking accounts linked together, you know, like Kevin Hart style, my check-ins and my savings. He linked them all together so that when that credit card gets charged, that money would move to the next account so he could charge that. And before he was doing it manually, like in the morning, getting up, sending a wire here to there. But you got to get really creative.
Oh, yeah, I definitely forgot about that because you used to crack on me all the time with the Kevin Hart thing. But yeah, so yeah, we used to link the cards, the credit cards to the, well, it wasn't savings. It was actually, at that time, we were using the money market accounts. And we were just transferring money from the, you know, what we called our savings account, but it was really a money market. And we would just transfer it from that account to the next account to cover it. And that's it. So there's a lot of different ways to be creative about it. But when you get to that point, it's a good thing to have those types of problems. You know, it's crazy because I was bitching and complaining at one point in time, and Chris was like, dude, let's look at what we're really bitching about. We're really bitching about spending money. We're complaining about not being able to spend the money that we're making every day, which takes us to what he just said: more money, more problems. So absolutely, that song was 100% written specifically for us.
Yeah, more problems will come as you see, like, you know, as you scale. And, you know, a lot of you guys aren't in here. I'm excited for Dominic because, like I said, 2 days ago, he's ready to jump off the bridge. But you will see that, you know, merchant accounts aren't going to like that you're scaling this fast. You're going to have multiple stuff in place. Be prepared for PayPal to set a reserve on you, hold your money, and then try to prove where you're getting the shoes, where you're getting the socks, send in tracking numbers. Be prepared for Shopify to do the same thing. You know, like, be prepared for Stripe. Make sure that you go to your bank and start getting a bank merchant account. And those are all things that, you know, happen in the foreseeable future when we start to scale. You know, it's just not easy peasy.
No, definitely not. And not just one, but make sure you have enough in the background to back your play. So you have 2 or 3 or 4, you know, merchant accounts on deck. Because, you know, once you get to that level, it makes it more difficult for you, 1000%. And just to touch on something Chris just said, the other aspect of it is the vendor side. You know, someone just mentioned about American Express. Well, American Express will let you spend 50 grand a day. But when the vendor is the exact same on every one of those charges, it presents a fraud aspect to American Express, Capital One. Doesn't matter who your credit card company is. it's going to present a problem to them when they see the same vendor charges your card for the same amount every single time. You can ask them to whitelist it all you want. It's not going to work like that. American Express is not just going to whitelist a vendor. What takes time is the relationship. The relationship takes time because they need to understand your spending algorithm, how you spend money, who you spend money with. So even though you're spending money with Facebook every single day and the numbers are different, it will take time for them to start to realize that, yes, Facebook is going to charge your card 3, 4, 5 times a day for $2,500 or $1,500 or $5,000 in a day before they allow those charges to come in without actually questioning it. And that was the big thing, even for Chris, because he's like, dude, I don't understand. He's like, how is it that we have the credit limit, but Facebook still keep on saying, what the frick is going on? Why won't they let us charge the card? Well, it's because it's an unfamiliar charge to them. So that's really what you got to look at. You got to consider the fact that these problems will happen, but you know, these are good problems to have. These are growing pains. Every single business goes through them. Back to you, Chris.
Sweet. So I don't have to scroll back up. Can you guys just post any questions that I missed? Because if not, I mean, the chat will just get crazy. But someone just told me that the pages are gone, but I see the pages here. I mean, can you guys see the pages? I can see the pages. And I don't know why they would be gone. I can see the pages. Looks like I can see the posts. All the posts are there. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know. Let's look up on plan B of why it might not be spending, but looks like they're fine. All right, let's see. What do you got? Copy and paste your questions, please. Like using their banking system. Dominic talks in sections. I have to guess what he's talking about, whatever. Gloria, how do you create LLC with a bank account in US from Europe? Damn. I have no clue. I've never left the United States, so I am not sure. Anybody that's done that in this group, feel free to answer it, but I don't know. Can you show how to find products? Yeah, we could do that. We'll do that in 5 minutes after this. Yeah, did you try it in Switzerland? No, okay. Photoshop, sorry. Some of the older designs do not have sneaker options in packs, so what can we do? Just have a designer make sneaker packs, if that's what you need. Not sure whether those pages get unpublished, but is anybody else seeing that problem? Is anybody seeing that for some reason your pages are getting unpublished? Who is the provider for printed canvas? I just know her name is Sarah. That's it. So it goes through Print Trends, and it goes out through the back end, and like I said, I'm all front end. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick. It's not finished yet.
So we are the suppliers. We're basically putting everything together. We're negotiating the deal. And I'm going to tell you right now, someone actually tried to go above and beyond and go over us to the supplier. The supplier bases their pricing on volume, right? So to date, I actually just spoke with the supplier today. See, the reason why we're using Print Trends or Design Suite Pro is because that's how we fulfill our orders. So to the supplier, even though it's coming in as 10, 12, 15, 20, 100 different stores, it doesn't matter because it's all coming in from Design Suite Pro or Print Trends. So they're actually giving us the pricing based on that volume as a whole. You try to go to the supplier yourself and try to get your pricing. Instead of paying the pricing you're seeing on Design Suite Pro, you're going to pay a premium over that for not having a certain tier of volume already done with that vendor, just like any other vendor anywhere else. It's all based on volume.
So as you can see, it's in the Print Trends app. Like I said, this is like a toy store for me able to test, so obviously it's not $0, and these are just the new mock-ups that are in here. You know, horizontal, we got vertical ones, we got 5-piece ones, we got 3-piece ones, 4-piece, 1-piece, square ones, rectangle. So this is all coming down the pipe. There's only just a couple few things that you know, I was testing today. I saw that we got a tweak and stuff. Like I said, we don't release any of this stuff before we test it now. Before it was a nightmare. We'd release it, just became absolute nightmare. So we always test first, and then we'll release it when it's ready. So it's pretty stinking close. It's like 98% ready to go.
And the pricing is actually in Design Suite Pro, Chris, for the wall art, for the
The what?
large and the medium. The pricing is in Design Suite Pro. If you were in Design Suite Pro and the wall design catalog, it'll actually show you the pricing in there. So for those that are interested in pricing, that's where the pricing is. And the pricing does include shipping, so that includes shipping to all over the place.
All right, let's see. What else you got for questions? Come on. Oh, someone said you want to find products. Let's find products, and then you guys can post more. What do you call it? More questions. So check it out. This is the freeway. This is the one that's going to take you the most time or whatever. But I don't know how many people don't search Facebook for items. Like, do you guys all know how to do that? Can I just get a Y and a no? Don't be ashamed if it's an N or a no. I search, yes, 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 yes. Only a couple no's. So we're only going to go here just real quick. So order yours here. And then whatever, you can type in nurse, right? So nurse is the niche, boom. You can either look at posts or videos. So let's just look at posts right now, right? Look at posts, and then you're going to start seeing stuff. Shirts, more shirts, more shirts, more shirts. Nurse seems to be really big for shirts. And that's it. You're just looking, and actually it looks like they changed the layout. Before it used to be nice and big, but this is kind of cool. 67 comments, 603 shares, 83, 569. And really, that's all you're looking for. You're just looking for one that sticks out, that has a bunch of engagement. You take that design, you redo the design, and you put it up there. Boom. That's it. So, what else you got here? Anything that you see in people's ad copy, you could put here. So, let's say it's 50% off. And the more direct that you get with this, the easier you'll be able to find more things to like what we want to sell. See how it says get 50% off here? So if you were to put that in there, you'd start finding a lot of these people's ads. Another great one is tag someone that would love this. You just start using everything that you see in ad copy, and you'll be able to find all types of stuff all day long. Okay? Let me know if you guys can sell this right here. It probably would sell pretty good, but I don't know the audience for it. So that's a simple way. Okay? That's the cheap, free. It's going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to have to get creative. You start liking people's pages. Okay? Let's just look at a page, right? Let's pick a page. How do you target home and gardening type of products? There is literally an interest or a behavior, I think, that says home and garden. That I would just do that. That's it. Somebody give me a page that you guys know about or whatever. I'll just go to one of our old ones. Grandkids are my life. So if I were to go to this page, oh, that doesn't look like our page right there. Unless someone changed that. Oh, that's a small page. Definitely not. Right here. Boom. All right, so this is one of our old pages, 161,000 people in here, right? So you would literally click the like button, and then under following, you would put see first. So every time I launch something on this page, you're going to see that in your news feed first. You don't have to search, you don't have to look. Whatever I put up that day, that's what's going to be there. So that's what you should do with other people's pages that you're looking for and hunting down, okay? Unlike this, I don't like that page. And default's fine. Okay. Yeah, literally, that's it. So now we're just going to go a step further, and let me see. Yeah, perfect. All right, so I'll move this out of the way. And now you're going to see some cool tools, right? So I use this one right here, ads feed. And it's starting to get pretty good. It's starting to fill up with a lot of ads and stuff. But basically, what you would waste your time doing manually, here it is. You would just start looking for products right here. Like, they're all right here, all the hot products. And now there's cool stuff here because you can search for stuff. Let's say that you want, anybody, just pick a niche, please. All right, cool. So let's do MMA. I never looked that up. Let's look for something that has 1,000 and a minimum of 1,000 likes. That's what we're gonna look for. So let's see what the software can do. All right, so you got a Conor McGregor shirt right here, and you click on it, and boom. This is his own shirt because it's going to that represent Conor. So kind of a bad example, but if this was a real page, you'd like it. Do the same thing I was doing. So let's just see what else we have here. Oh, did that mess up my search? It might have messed up my search. Oh, that's freaking cool. Well, I don't know if that MMA search messed up on me. Let's try it one more time here. Easy peeps. I got a bunch of tools to show you guys, and if you want to buy them all, go ahead and buy them all. If not, I would highly suggest you wait and see other stuff. You know, you may want this, you may want something that just shows you gadgets, you may want something that shows you shoes, you may want something that shows you people's dark posts and they think they can hide them. So if you want me to drop the link and just stop teaching, I could do that right now, but if not, I would say hold your horses. Right, I didn't say ads feed was free. I never said that. Did anybody hear me say this was free? Damn, Norman Ho blowing me out of the water here. I got an affiliate link that I would love to use for being out here just, you know, hanging out with you guys 2 hours every night, but Norman P dropped the link. Boom! Norman is going to be kicked out soon. Damn. That's crazy. I wish one of you guys would do a webinar. I would love to see Norman do a webinar every day for 2 hours. Every day. All right, so check it out. So video ads, right? Everybody's like, oh, videos, videos, videos. Well, this is kind of cool because it pretty much characterizes all the video ads for you. You just look. Like some of these are new, some of these are old. You can like sort by likes. I don't really like to do that because I like to put out the new stuff. If you look at all the old stuff, people probably already took the money all out of it. Like this selfie thing, you know, 235 likes. You're gonna see here this light bulb, 166,000. I already know who runs this thing. He killed it. This thing, so they've already demolished this thing. Same thing with the sewing thing. Here's the black mass that everybody was running for months and months and months. You know, these organizers, all the stuff that you see as seen on TV, all the gardening stuff, all the makeup stuff. Here's the little tracks. Here's the pancake thing. All these things right here have already been demolished. You just gotta wait till either like Christmas time, or you can start running it and make a few sales here and there. But When I say people demolish them, I'm talking about millions of dollars, scaling super fast, just the way we do $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 ad budgets, $10,000 on an ad set, crazy stuff. So other things that I look by are by shares. Shares equals, you guys will know when you guys have a winner. You will see that when you go to your fan page, it's 50% will be organic or more, and then 50% or less will be paid. You guys know what I mean by that? Oh, what up, Russ? Haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, my Skype is REIFF525. REIFF525. That's my Skype. So, all right. So, a better question I should ask, because a lot of you guys say yes. All right. So, I'm looking for the people that say no. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, on a post where it shows you how much you've paid versus how much has been organic. Does anybody not know about that? All right. Cool, Michelle. So, let's take a look at one. What can we look at? I don't know if I can even see this business one, the one I have already here. Let's see. Yo, Frank the Tank, I don't know if you're driving or not, but can you have someone add me to that grandma page maybe? I'm just going to see if I can see it here on the business side. Oh, yeah, I can still see it. All right, I'm good to go. Never mind. All right, check it out. So right here is 16,000 organic versus 24,000 paid. So this is pretty decent. When it's real troublesome here, this might be like 5,000 and then the rest of it is all paid. That's not too good. So let's look at some more over here. Let's see if I can. It's weird that I could only see it on that post unless we never ran ads to these things. I'm not usually on these pages, like I said. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this is all Frank the Tank here. So you can see organically it reached 30, paid 87. I'm trying to look for one. Oh, here's a decent one. 72,000 versus 196. I want to see this flip-flopped. You will see that when you are on business.facebook.com/your fan page. So that's when you really see like a winner. Like, you're seeing 1-to-4 ratios, 1-to-5 ratios, even higher than that. So shares is why I start looking, and then I scroll down, and I try to find anything that's up and coming. Like nothing. See, I mean, these are already been abused over and over and over and over. So that's one of the things here. Our trending ads here are brand new things. Let's see here. I've been seeing this a lot lately, this cat thing, but I also seen it, around last Christmas, and a lot of comments were, most cats won't fit in there, or it won't hold them if they're over 3 pounds, and this guy looks like he's 10 to 12 pounds. But I seen it, and now someone's killing it again, 45K. So all old things become new. It just doesn't happen in a couple months. I actually seen this one yesterday too. You see this? This is all in just like a little loop of a video over and over again where she's swatting for mosquitoes. I don't know if you guys seen that. But this thing has 35,000 likes and 64,000 shares. I would actually take this first part of this video and then add something that would make mosquitoes go away, or flies, or bugs, or a bug zapper, or something that you put on yourself for bugs, and then run that. That way that you make money. What does that say? How do you go about targeting products that aren't super niche? So can you give me a better example of that? Because for me, right off the top of my head, I just put no targeting, like none, zip. When does a video loop over and over? Is it super short? I think it needs to be 13 seconds, Norman. 13 seconds, and it'll just keep looping over and over and over. The mosquito product, for example, what would you target? I wouldn't target anything. Like I would put no interest. Like I would let Facebook do its job. That's it. I would let Facebook go find the buyers. So basically I have one US campaign. Well, I'm going to have one campaign, let's call it mosquito. Then I'm going to have a US ad set, and then I'm going to have a worldwide ad set excluding United States, Africa, India, and a couple other countries. Okay? And that's it. I would let it run wild. So you could do $30, but man, I'm just gonna test it at $10 each. That's it. $10 depending on how much that product is, but you know, if it's like a mosquito repellent, which you can get at any corner store or at Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, you got to stay within that range. So maybe $14.95, maybe $9.95, and hopefully you get it from AliExpress pretty cheap. And it has to be something with no liquid either. I don't know if you guys know that. We have a lot of trouble shipping stuff from AliExpress with liquid in it. Oh, Jeremy's still there. You still there? I don't know where he went, but he talks to the vendors the most. And I know that, you know, when it has some type of liquid base, like we tried to sell something that had a battery in it, and it couldn't come with a battery either. So try to keep that in mind when if you want to give that thing a mosquito thing a shot. Oh, that is a sick shirt right there. I don't know if you guys have seen this too. So a lot of you guys are like, you know, what should I sell? Or I have problems selling stuff or whatever. But man, these things are just so simple right here. It says, keep calm, I was born. And this is kind of crazy because it already has a date in it. But it says, usually it'll just say the month, September, or I'll say like Libra, you know, Birth of Legends, something that doesn't have to be on that. But it's super easy to target those people. You know, it lets you target 30 days out, birthdays or birthdays within 7 days. Then you have the horoscopes. You know, that's like super easy stuff to do. Are you born? This is kind of cool. So they're getting people to put the birth date on it, and then I don't know if they are or not, but man, I would have somebody making that shirt for them. September 3rd, boom, I'll give it to you. You know, September 30th, boom, and have them already made. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, so we got some more tools. Let's see. All my screens are messed up right now. Hold on. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. Have you guys seen Ecom Hunt? So it started off started off free, but now they went to paid. I like it only because they're starting to pick up some cool products. I don't like it because of what they say is targeting. Even these things are not true because a bunch of odd products have made it onto here, and like what they guesstimate and stuff is not even close. Like they're always guesstimating that you're only paying $2 or $4 a purchase. That's like ridiculous. That's not happening when you're doing volume. Sorry. Um, it is cool though because it's kind of like a lazy thing. Like if this is what you're looking for, it saves me a crap load of time to just do this. AliExpress, boom, there it is. And then if you want to try to negotiate and get a better deal, whatever, or send it to your person that fulfills, or if you want to look down here in these products, you can find all types of new things to go and sell. So I like that. That's pretty cool. Something else I like is it drops you into the store. And like I said, you should be visiting these stores. You should be clicking around. You should be able to get on their retargeting list. You should add to cart. You know, get past that, go to checkout, and that way you can start seeing the products that they release too. Okay? You can even get on their email list, just fill out the whole entire thing and move from there. So I like that because it's a lot of hard work that you don't need to do because they did it for you. Here's another one. So you click Facebook ad, it brings you right to their page. You can see their copy, all that stuff. You can click here, like the page, and then do some of the tricks that I told you. You know, just make it so you see it first. Pretty much I'm trying to fill my newsfeed with just ads because that's how we make money, right? We want to see what people are selling. This is something cool that just happened. So we used to have to go to keepvid.com, but this actually lets you take the video like instantly. This is new. I've seen this the last couple of days, so pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's pretty awesome. So this thing is Ecom Hunt. What else do we use? What can I use? Oh, I'm looking at one right here. So check this out. So I only just started playing with this thing. It's big ads. And it has a redonkulous amount of, what do you call it? Let me see if I'm still logged in here. So I only just started playing with this. I've seen a lot of people start talking about it, especially because a couple other softwares have gone down, like Addicted.io or something like that. But man, they go into everything. They have all types of cool stuff. So if you guys want to check that thing out, it's very similar to this right here. I don't know if you guys have seen this, which ad works. It's kind of the same thing as this, almost like the same layout. So that's why I started to play with this thing. It supposedly has a bigger database. You can do a lot more stuff on it. It has some cool filters. You see how long things have been running, how many shares. It's pretty cool so far. Okay? What else you got for questions? What is the name of this app? Oh, I don't know what app you were talking about. Scotty, just let me know again. One more question. If you were to sell a product and not put targeting, if no sales for 24 hours, would you kill it? Yes. Dead. See ya. Would you wait for a bit more? No, I'm not going to wait a bit more. No. So when you're talking about something that you can't target to people, let's just bring up that mosquito thing. You know, that should be like massive. Just think about it like on TV, as seen on TV commercial. They're just playing it for everybody type thing. That's what's happening here. And supposedly Facebook is smart enough. They have all these new micro data and stuff like that. So they should, you know, based on their technology, they should know other sites that are selling something in that mosquito niche, in the camping niche, and all the niches that you need to be able to show those people. They should bring that into their database and then say, oh, she's selling a mosquito thing for this range right here based on your description on your website, and then they go out and look and find those people. That's what it's supposed to do. So, you know, if you want to let it run, whatever, 10, 20 bucks, go ahead, but I'm just going to cut it. I'm more about volume. Like, let's keep testing, test, something new type thing. Okay? Adrian, I see why I have strange name ordering a show. I will block. What? I see why I have a strange name ordering a show. I don't know what that means. Lynn, what's take the video? Oh, like I literally downloaded the video and I took it. Like that's what I mean by take the video. Like it's on my desktop right now. See? So if I were going to use this thing or chop it up or do whatever in Camtasia and put a logo in it and, you know, run that same product, pretty much I'm just going to take that video. I'm not going to go making a video and all that stuff. And, you know, that kind of gets on the gray side of things. Like you may not own that video. It may be somebody else's video and they may report you, whatever. But I'm trying to take generic videos. Dominic, did you hear that probably in a short future Facebook will use our cell phones, cams, laptops to watch? Yup. So Dominic, I actually told that to Jeremy where Facebook will know if you were looking at your newsfeed and were smiling. Or were you looking at this newsfeed and you were crying or you were sad or you were happy? And that way it's based on emotion. So now, and you can see if you guys have, if anybody in here has gone through losing a Facebook account, trying to get a new one, if you use the same picture, they have facial recognition and they tag your account. Just gone. You can't use the same picture. Like it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, Dominic, It's kind of good for us as advertisers, and it's kind of scary because of all the stuff they can do. You know, they can just turn on your mic at any time. They can record you at any time. They can turn on the camera at any time. That's in their terms of service. Uh, what program did you have did that? I don't have any program. I don't know if you guys see this. The downloading the videos is just something that came up on Facebook lately. I didn't see it as something different, you know? Sure, I said I have bad keys, okay. To just download the video, okay. How do you know they're generic videos? I would just watch it. Like, this has a logo right on it. If we Google that, I'm pretty sure that that's theirs, you know? Like, it's not something that's on AliExpress. There's something similar on AliExpress, that's for sure. I mean, I've seen this thing a long time ago before. Can you explain to me why you always start the goal purchase even if a new pixel on the account? Because I'm only looking for purchases. Like, I'm training my ad account to only find purchases. That's all I care about. Like, you could train it to see view contents, but then Facebook's gonna think that you really know what the heck you're doing. Meaning, like, some of the people yesterday asked about branding. Yeah, well, that's why you want people to view content for branding and this and that, and you know, you have retargeting everywhere on Google, Instagram, Snapchat, and you know, really trying to build a brand. I'm trying to get purchases. I'm trying to have people buy products and make money. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's why I started at purchase right off the bat. Uh, That's why I don't use Facebook for personal use. All right, Dominic. Yep. Cover your mic and camera. Yeah, that's tough, man. If you're walking around with your phone, how do you cover the mic and the camera? It's nuts. If you're using a Mac, get safefrom.net to download FB videos. It's amazing. That's cool. Let's check that thing out. Savefrom.net. Oh, you just put the URL. So there's another cool one that's just like that. It's called keepvid.com right here. You can take YouTube videos, whatever, and actually we'll let you take the video or we'll let you take just the audio. So I don't know if you guys use that. Yeah, fbdownload.net. I like that one. To download video, okay, just remove the oh yeah, I've seen that little trick before too. So Cream says, you know, just put an M in front of it, which is true. So right here, you'd literally, oh, can you guys see that? Yeah, right here. You'd put an M, and then it blows it up super big, and then you could take the video. So, you know, see cool ninja tricks as you get a group together that want to help people and help each other. This is what I like. Is Jeremy still on here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Sweet. You
Yes,
got
sir.
anything?
No, I'm just listening. I'm actually just watching on the product research and stuff.
Cool. All right. What else you got? What kind of questions you got? So I think Frank the Tank is a genius and might have got our ads spending some money, which is a good thing and a bad thing because that means they're gonna come flying out the gate. Let's just see. And they are just gonna start spending money like crazy. So 67 cents spent so far. Yep. Alright, so some of them are starting to spend, so it is gonna definitely be pretty crazy from here on out because they are gonna rush to catch up the money. So let's see what it does. We'll have to bite the bullet for today, and hopefully they stay live for tomorrow. But that's about it.
Definitely
Yeah.
lucky that we caught it right when it came on, because if we had budgets at 2,500 or 5,000, this would be a good chance or a good reason to lower those budgets down and be able to monitor them. Because if we had them at 2,500 bucks, I mean, it would blow through the money before we even knew it. We'd be like, holy shit, what happened? And that's happened to us more than one time, right?
It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, so I got a link for you guys for the ads feed thing. If you guys want to be cool and buy through that, that'd be great. If you don't, that's cool too. Whatever. But that one's for the ads feed. Ads feed. I like that one. Is Yay tomorrow's Friday? Yes. Yay is good because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be usually your best sales day. So I agree with you. Yay! And on Saturday, I'm on a plane with the family to California, so double yay. I'm gonna go to Disneyland for the first time. I've been to Disney World many, many times, but Disneyland will be pretty cool, I hope. Has anybody been to Disneyland? Not Disney World, but Disneyland. I heard it's a lot smaller and stuff, eh? Oh yeah, I used to live in LA. Sweet. I'm gonna take them to go look at the stars over there, the Walk of Fame, and all those little cool things. Angela, did you like it? If you're just creating ads without targeting anything in particular, how do you know it's not the photo or the copy at fault when you kill ads without sales? Do you restart the other ads? So Patrick, you bring up a great question, and my answer is probably going to be something that you may not think the same way or whatever, and you're going to find that there's like 8 different types of people, what they're good at, how they think, all that stuff, and I can care less about that. Like, I would rather put up 20 videos, 20 different products, hurry up and blow through the money and find the winner and scale it to the moon and make a bunch of money versus taking one product, split test 20 videos, find the best video out of that, then take that video and change my ad copy and split test 10 more ad copies and then change that where maybe I'm changing the link that I use or just maybe one word that I use. I don't do any of that stuff. Like, that's not me. I'm not super analytical. Like I said, I don't even like to look at these numbers. Like, I just want to see if I spent $5,000 today, did we bring in 10,000? Did we bring in 15,000? If I spent 5,000, did we bring in 3,000? Well, then I need to fix some things. So that's the type of mentality that I have. I know there's tons of people in here that maybe are like super OCD, and like what I mean here is that on the ad set name, like maybe they would capitalize the first one, the second one, the third one, and then it would say worldwide, and they put excluded these countries, these ages, male, female, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm not that type of person. So that's what I mean. That yesterday I said you don't have to listen to us. You could just pick someone that your mentor is kind of just like you. Like maybe they are super organized. Maybe they do all the split testing and stuff. That's the person that you need to follow so that you have success, because we're constantly going to be like batting heads. Like I'll say something, you'd be like, well, why do you do that? Well, because it works. Why don't you do it? Because you like something different. So it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. We're just different. And I'm just answering my question. So, is there any reason why I have to say what I think about Ben Malal? I mean, I don't know. I can't talk about him. Can't say that he's good, that he's bad. I don't know. Mark Berry, I like that. So fucking refreshing. Pardon my French. Yeah, I mean, I could sell you whatever. I could sell you anything and be like, this is the only way you could do it, only way it's going to work, and that's not true. It's not going to work like that. When you see a product with a lot of shares with these tools, you take it and run around. So, like I said, or how I've been saying all this week, some people may only need to make $3,000 a month, and that's good for them. I would highly suggest that if you sign something with a lot of likes, a lot of shares, and it's pretty fairly new within a month or two, go ahead and launch it and try it out. If you're the person that needs to make, and I say need, not wants, needs to make $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month to live the lifestyle that you already live, or you're trying to replace your current job and all that stuff, then taking those products is going to be so much harder than taking something that's brand new and scaling it. Do you guys have any clue why? You guys get why that is? Just type in some comments.
And while you're at it, Chris, tell them the story about what happened with us when we first started. How someone told us, "Oh, you need to make how much a month?" Nah, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
Tell them that story.
I'm sure you guys know who this guy is. I'm just gonna say his first name. His first name's Ken. And we were coming out of a brick and mortar business. I borrowed $4,000 from my mom to pay my mortgage, and I decided not to pay my mortgage. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna buy into this mastermind. So I bought into this mastermind. Another guy that you guys may know. I paid him $2,000 to be in it. Started with his little course, and then I remember having like a meeting with Jeremy. Like, he was at our brick and mortar business. There was a teeth whitening place, and I was like, dude, I took $2,000 out of the $4,000 I was supposed to pay my mortgage, and I bought a mastermind course about Shopify. I was like, what do you think about that? He was like, what? Just like couldn't believe it. And I was like, yeah, and now we're gonna spend the $2,000 on ads and make this thing work. He was like, oh God. I was like, what do you think? Should we do it or not? He's like, well, we're already committed, just do it. So I was like, all right, cool. So I reach out to this guy and I send him a video. I kind of tell him a little bit about my personal story. I'm like, hey, the other mastermind kind of wasn't giving me the same stuff that I needed to like excel fast enough. Kind of like you guys want everything in a rush, right? Well, I didn't have no choice. I was like, I'm gonna reach out to him, and I still have the video. And I was like, yo, I need to make $1,000 a day. And he told me that I should go back and do what I was doing before then if I need to make $1,000 a day, because it's not gonna happen. I was like, oh, okay. So I just kept following, kept chugging along. Go ahead.
Yeah, what he said was, we need to keep whitening teeth. That's what he said. We need to keep whitening teeth because there's no way you're gonna do that.
So then I came back and I was just like dropping knowledge in his group and stuff, and I was the number one person in that group. I didn't know anybody else selling more T-shirts than us. Like, I think in our third month we did like 270,000. We were doing more than $1,000 a day, but I was told no, like that's not gonna happen. So don't let anybody tell you it's not gonna happen. It just may not happen the same way that it's being taught. That's it.
I couldn't have said it better.
So, and I did it with a shirt that everybody had their hands on. Every single person had that shirt. Do you guys know what the shirt is? How many people you guys know what the shirt is?
And we still sell it. Till today, it still sells.
This shirt has done just over $1 million in sales. Right here. And that's kind of how Design Suite Pro came about. And, I didn't know Photoshop. I didn't want to learn Photoshop. And then we designed software to make all these names and all these designs to do it for them on the fly. Like, just upload a CSV file. And that's where it all started for us, selling T-shirts.
And what blows my mind is I hear people all the time talking about, oh, well, I've seen so-and-so sell that product, or this person's selling that product, or this person's got this. Who gives a shit? The reason why they're not doing anything with it is because they just stopped. If you keep on moving, you will do something with it. It's like anything else in life. If you stop, you lose. And that's one of the biggest things we always work off of. And Chris and I, every single day, we talk about life lessons, constantly teaching our kids life lessons. Even my dad today was talking to me about life lessons. And you know what? The reality is we teach our kids all the time one saying: winners don't quit and quitters don't win. And it's a reality. I don't give a shit what where you are in life, what education level you have. If you're a rocket scientist, I don't give a shit. Bottom line is, if you quit something, you lose. So if you stick to it and you give it your all, you will see the results you want to see. The chances of you not seeing those results is based on the fact that you quit too early. And I promise you, if you go back and you look at all the things that might have, could have, possibly have made it, you will see that what I'm saying is true. You just gave up too goddamn soon. Look at the light bulb invention, the electrical, I don't give a shit what you look at. Look at any invention known to man. If they gave up, those inventions would never be here today. And we think the same exact way. We consider ourselves in that 3% club. Only 3% of people think the way that we think and do the things that we do. That's why 97% of people come up with excuses why they couldn't do something. And I'll be honest with you, I know Chris does the same thing I do in my household. When my kids say they can't do something, oh, hell no. That's the biggest no-no. Like, we're the same way when it comes down to it, because you will never hear Chris or I say we can't do it. That's like the biggest thing for us. If someone tells us we can't do something, we do it that much more to prove to hell we can't. Not only can we do it, but we're going to do it better than the person before us, and we're going to try to do it better so that anyone else who comes again. Does that make sense, guys? It's all what's upstairs.
Did you fall down? Because we missed the last minute. I think you fell down.
Aaliyah's calling.
Oh.
Damn, Aaliyah's calling us. Basically, what I'm saying is that no one, we try to do things so that if someone says no, we can't do it, we do it that much bigger, that much better, so that we can prove to them not only can we do it, but we can do it so goddamn big that no one else who comes, ahead of us will ever try to attempt the same numbers. There you go. There's the cool grandma shirt that someone said we couldn't do anything with.
I wish that I could have found all the variations, because you're going to see it's this dash cool grandma. Anytime you change the name, Shopify reports, they don't report it under the same thing. So under this with the dashes, it did 60,000. This one right here where, it's capital T, capital C, all that stuff, it did 507. Oh, right here, gross, 517,000. Right here it did, see again, it was spelled differently, or maybe one of these, maybe the vendor was different, another 13,000 right here. And then there was two more versions of this one, which 13 to 13 here. So I wish I could find all of them because it equals to over $1 million, but it's not as cool as seeing it on one screenshot. But you could see that, it's done a lot of money. I don't know how many shirts sell that much amount, It's just cool. Actually, while I'm here, I'll show you some cool numbers here on this too. This is a wine canvas. See that? Wine canvas. 148,000 in gross sales. 1,400 units. People are just starting to talk about wall art now. We did a Super Saturday all about wall art, and we've probably been doing this for over a year, and people are just talking about it right now. So you guys can see it on this one too. Right here is the wall art, and this is the exact one. $150,000 with this thing. What do you guys think? Pretty crazy, right? How about, I'm going to show you, I don't usually do the numbers like that, like show them, but I'm going to show you one more where this shirt, like we did this, started a week before Super Saturday, building the store. Then we gave people this right here, not this exact design, but we gave them like a post, kind of how like we were searching before, and someone else had already turned it into a winner. It had like 160,000 likes or 116, and I told somebody, I was like, hey, one of the things on that Super Saturday, we gave away like 60 winning products that we researched, and we're like, this is going to take off right here. We waited 2 weeks and nobody did it. So we redid it, and then we went out and sold it, and then we gave this exact design to the people to just show them that, you got to take a little bit of action. So on here, you can see that here's the back off shirt and back off. 90,000 and 48,000, and this is just in less than a couple weeks. And with our tier 4 pricing with Scalable Press, we were only paying $6.25 or $6.50 for this shirt. So think about that. It's pretty nuts. Like, that's why, and I'm going to circle back to the original question, like why I don't split test things and all that. I'm just looking for the winner. That's it. Because once you get your hands on the winner, any money that you lost, let's say it was $800 or $1,200 to find the winner, it will dwarf those numbers and super quick. Just ridiculous. Super, super, super quick. All right, so try to keep that in mind. All right, what you got some other questions for me? If not, I'm going to cut it early because I was hoping that I could show you that, you know, we had sales here, which ones I would cut, which ones I would continue to push the budgets on. I wanted to do all that stuff, but as you can see here, this stuff just turned on. I literally just come over here and toggle that switch off. Boom, that's it. I don't delete them or anything like that. Like I said though, I'm not organized like that. Somebody who's organized in OCD and has to have everything in place, they're probably gonna go and click on them and delete and get rid of it. I'm not like that. Why won't the products we see using these tools sell now? What is the point of using these tools then? The point of using these tools, like I said, some people only make $3,000 a month. Some people need to make $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month. Those tools can be used for both, meaning you can find a product. You'll see once you start doing 3 to 5 days worth of research, you'll see all the popular pages. You'll be following all the popular pages, and then all of a sudden you'll start seeing what shoes come out brand new, and you'll see that as you scroll through your phone. Maybe they put it out at 2 p.m. yesterday and all of a sudden it has 1,500 likes already. Well, guess what? I'm taking that shoe, I'm taking that design, I'm going to put it on there, and I'm going to start target marketing that thing. Boom! Just blow it up. Because I already know that, you know, they found the winner. It's kind of like cheating. They're doing all the testing and you're doing research and you're using that as an advantage if you can't come up with your own ideas. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of sucks to copy people and take their designs, but sometimes you need to do that. And then on top of that, if you're not creative, which some people aren't creative, some people can't give directions to designers, some people can't afford. Like right now we have 3 full-time designers. Like you might not be able to afford that. So those tools are going to help you find those products that already work. Now in the t-shirt niche, I really like that because it doesn't matter if that thing was already blown out of the sky and they've already done $200,000 on the design. You can go back and just have it redesigned just slightly and put it back out to the same people and they would buy it over and over and over again. T-shirts are cool like that because you only wear them a couple times, they get faded, you lose them, you drop something on it, you spill something, you get a hole in it, you know, someone comes and borrows it, you'll be able to do that all day long. So I hope that answered your question right there. Jed, so that Super Saturday video, I don't know if that, I mean, it could help you, but there's so many new strategies now that I would just wait till this Super Saturday to be able to ask more questions about the wall art, and then the wall art will be in Print Trends. It's so much easier to add them, and you know, we went through a lot of Design Suite Pro and a lot of manual work. Now it's just you drag and drop something and it's there, good to go. You have a Jennifer, but you have like 1,000 ad accounts. How do you work with all those pixels? I literally go in ThemeX. Let's see, online store. And then in customize theme, I go to tracking. And in here, I just put a comma. And I would put whatever pixels I want in here, right here. Boom. So that'd be 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels, 5 pixels, as many as you want. Right there, and you hit save. That's it. I don't have to do anything special to manage all those pixels. Okay? Then, on one more, that handles everything up until the purchase. So you still have to go to settings, you still have to go to checkout, and then you scroll down, and this is the only thing that you need right here over and over and over again. So literally, boom, 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels, 5 pixels, 7 pixels. How many pixels do you want? You can put them all there. That's it. Okay? Oh, you don't have DMAX, got it. All right. So I forget that we're talking to a lot of new people that haven't seen us talk or whatever. Like, we don't use slides. Everything is value based on the questions that you ask us, and we try not to storytell too much, but we try to keep it content, content, content. So do you have the ThemeX link? That's the ThemeX link right there. How many products from ad feed to which advert do you test before finding a winner? So before we found our first winner, when we started doing this stuff, I tested 28 different products to find the one winner. Then we did $500,000 with that thing. Now, as we start to get a little bit better, and like I said, we're following new pages and seeing what other people are putting out there. Now we can test between 8 and 10 and find a winner. I know some people that just have a really good eye and they test like 1 or 2, 1 to 3, and they find winners all the time, but I'm not at that point yet. I did that with the Pixels and did it in checkout, but Pixel Helper was showing no pixel fires and showing errors. So Chris, man, I don't look at that stuff. Like, I use the same exact theme that you guys use. If you have ThemeX, you have the same exact theme. So let's just look real here quick. So I'm gonna bring over another one, and we're just gonna go to the front end of the store, and I'm gonna put the Pixel Helper, and there it is. Like, I mean, you just saw the back end that I had on there. Like, there's nothing else. Like, I don't know. Let's just try lot 33. I don't know if all the pixels are still on there, but let's just see. This one has eight pixels. Well, this is showing 8 or 16. I don't know what that means. Maybe the micro data counts as stuff now too. Oh, and shoelace. So everything looks fine. I really don't know what the problem is. So, Mark, I tried Trackify 2 different times, and both times it didn't work for me. It wasn't firing correctly, whatever, and I just scrapped it. I know some people love it. Some people swear by it. I don't swear by it. It didn't work for me. Like, I would love to be like, yeah, Trackify is the shit, da da da, but it didn't work for me. So that's why I said there's an A and B side. I'm never saying that the stuff doesn't work, whatever. It just didn't work for me. Chris Reef, personally, did not work for me. Works for a bunch of other people. I'm taking on the tools. How many before the winner is still the same? Tools have just helped and speed up a lot. Right now we're relying on the VAs doing it, so we just get a list, they add it to the store, and we run with them. So it's a little bit different now that we've outsourced this stuff. Like our in-house VAs are getting more responsibility. They're starting to go through what I was going through, like thinking, oh, this is going to be a winner, and then it's not a winner. And then the one I'm like, this is probably not going to be that good, all of a sudden blows up. Okay? What about the no script checkout? Do you put all the pixel for purchase? So Fook, I only put 1. Like, if you're talking about, where was that even? Did I have it on here maybe? Was that here? Yeah. So settings. If you're talking about here, and then you scroll down to, if you're talking about right here, I literally leave that one right there. I don't put any other one there. Nothing. I just leave it. Do you recommend Shoelace for retargeting? Yes, we do. I love Shoelace, but hey, if you put Shoelace on, I put Shoelace on its own ad account. I don't put it in an ad account that I'm testing. I don't put it in an ad account that I have a winner. I put it in its own ad account. Yep, the products come from AliExpress most of the time. Sometimes I may find something cool on eBay or Amazon, and then I'll try to message them and try to get them off that so we can send them CSV files. We're really big on sending CSV files. We don't order one by one. We don't have a VA ordering. We don't have a software like Shopify app or Bello or whatever doing the order. We don't do anything like that. Do you have a lot of chargeback refunds, annoying customers, and is mostly normal? Yes, we do. We have a redonkulous amount of chargebacks, refunds, customers that are a pain, and they may be like, I ordered 7 days ago, and you look at their order and it's 3 days ago. You know, like stuff like that. Like they think that we can't look it up. But you know, as a customer, we probably do the same thing to hurry up and get it here. I think it's going to get here faster. So those are the same type of people you deal with. That's all. Some people are used to buying stuff from Shopify stores and know, hey, it does take 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Some other people are used to Amazon that, you know, they might be able to get it in 2 hours, you know, if they have that Amazon Prime that's near them. Some of them, they get it the next day. Some of them get it within 48 hours and it's free shipping and stuff. I just don't look at those customers. I try not to worry about it. That was the number one thing that I got off my plate because, man, it just put me in a bad mood. Like, people saying that it's a scam or they're going to report us to BBB or this or that because they didn't get something that was $9.99. You know, like that's crazy stuff. So that's why the VAs handle that. So Shoelace actually does not just ask you about your page; it asks you about your ad account too. Let's look at that. Let's see if we put it on this one here. If not, we're going to add it right now. It's probably not on here yet because there ain't no data coming to this thing. So let's just visit this and let's go to Shoelace. Shoelace. And I don't know, do we have an ad account ready to go? I hope we do. Alright, so I'm going to install the app. Let's bring your visitors back. I don't think we have a page for this just yet. That stinks. I'm going to have to just, for now, I'll just put it on the I Love Socks page, okay? But I would have, this is the only time that I use like Crazy 8. I would actually have a branded page for this, okay? It wouldn't be the page that I'm promoting. And then see how it has all your ad accounts, like every single one. Like I know on client 65, we don't have anything on that. That would be his own ad account. So I'm going to connect to that. Mm. On my own retargeting, I don't ever offer a discount. On my own retargeting, I don't ever offer a discount. On Shoelace, I do. Okay. All right. Well, it's gonna make me buy before whatever the free trial. If it makes go to credit card, yeah, I'm just gonna skip that. That's it. So check it out. If you were to already have a Shoelace, you can come here to settings, and then you scroll down. See how it says connected to blah blah blah. All right. It says connect to ad account. You would literally, oh, get rid of this. You would literally come here and click change and put it on a brand new ad account. You get that? Sweet. All right. Davin, how are you, Chris? Do you have time to talk a little bit about proper tracking? Is UTM still the best way? So right now I'm lazy and I don't use UTM tags. But when I was using Quaya, it already had UTM tags in it. That was freaking awesome. If you are not lazy and you want to do the UTM tags, yes, I highly recommend that because then you can go into each order and you see which campaign is running or which ad set is getting you the most sales. Also, if you're doing certain interests, you can find out which interest is doing best for you. And again, this is more analytical stuff, a lot of numbers. You can go into Google Analytics and run reports and all types of crazy stuff. I'm not into that. Matter of fact, Jeremy paid coaching from Demetrius, the Google Analytics god in our ecom space, and I didn't even get on the call. Like that would give me a headache. I don't want to see spreadsheets. I don't want to see all that stuff. I just don't do that. So UTM tags can do awesome stuff for you, but I don't use them. From the 150K wine wall art money, what percentage of the revenue earned was from FB directly? Was percentage from retargeting and from what? So our retargeting always brings in the most money. Retargeting is always going to bring in the most money. And if it's not bringing in the most money for you, you need to spend more money on retargeting. Okay? When we did wall art back then, we actually didn't even have the SMS in, what do you call it? The SMS active, which is Cart Guru. We weren't even using that thing. Now I'm really excited. Once this hits Print Trend app, I will be doing a lot of wall art. So I can't wait to see that. Like going through all the deployment and this and that, the way we used to have to do it all manually, like literally drag and drop a picture, set my prices, and go. I'm gonna be testing like crazy. And with those numbers, when people buy stuff for $200, and sometimes people buy. And people see now on Super Saturdays when we do the follow-ups after Super Saturdays, usually a week that we stick with you guys where we help you implement all the stuff we teach on Super Saturday. They got to see as the week went by, I would post pictures of people that bought 3 wall arts, 4 wall arts, or I promote 1 wall art and they come in and buy in the store and they buy 5 or 7 wall arts. So, $1,000 orders, like crazy stuff. When you do lookalike audience and retargeting, do you do it with the same campaigns as the winner or you make a new campaign? Kareem, I actually make new campaigns. So my lookalikes and my retargeting are never inside of the same campaigns at all. All of them will be separate. With Print Trends apps, I usually need a 3-day window to pay for it. Should I just use manual pay instead of auto? So Lynn, yeah, just set it to manual. That's cool. Just make sure you just don't forget. Not a big deal. Would all the old data still follow it like that? Trevor, I'm not really sure what you're asking about. Oh, for Shoelace? Will all the old data still follow like that? No. So the old data is not going to follow it because that that ad account has a new pixel. So that's the only downfall for that. It's all about finding a winning product. Yeah, I mean, once you find that winning product, you see that all the stuff that people talk about, being able to scale and push, from 30 to 100 to 200 and on, and you see like 1-to-7 ratios and all this crazy stuff, you'll be like, oh my God, it's real. It's just because you haven't found that winner yet. That's the only thing. And trust me, hang in there. It's almost August. In September, it turns around big time. Just you got to get through the struggle. I promise you that in September, October, November, December, if you follow the rules, follow the directions, get everything set up, get all your stuff that you need in action right now, test, do the failures, you will make so much money during Christmas. Like, people are just buying happy. Like, they just go and they're like, I have to get Uncle Joe this, and they just buy it, whether Uncle Joe wanted it or not. And then there's the people like, I have to buy for cousin Susie and this one and that and that. And you're like, for real? But they do. They just like to buy gifts. That makes them happy. And they'll go in debt doing that. Max out the credit cards. They'll get another credit card. They'll borrow. They'll not buy themselves their own stuff to give stuff. So it's really easy during the holiday. Really easy. I've been seeing ad sets pulling sales, but for diff products. Yeah, people go and look around. I mean, it just happens. a lot of people get distracted, and that's what I mean. That's why we try to have it, not showing them the cookies and showing what collection they came from. I just want them to buy what I was advertised. They clicked it. But if you're making sales from other stuff that's not advertised, that's clearly an easy way to identify a winner. If people keep finding that in the store and keep buying it, you're not advertising it, I would 100% start running it with ads. So what do you say when you retarget, and can you retarget an example 24 hours? So what do you say when you retarget, and can you retarget, for example, 24 hours after? So you can retarget right away, like as soon as one or two hit that pixel, you can start retargeting right away. And I don't say anything in my retargeting. Like literally, my retarget is the same ad that they saw originally. That's it. In Shoelace, it's different because they offer the 10% discount, all that stuff. You'll see a lot of people, they even forget about the 10% discount. They either don't remember the code, or when they get to the page, they forget, and you'll get a ton of sales from that, and they don't even use it. But I just try to stay in front of their face as much as possible. That's it. I don't look at any of that Google Analytics thing. The only thing I look at Google Analytics for is to see how many people are on the website. I know that, let's say for shoes, if I have 70 people on my website, every single minute, I know that I'll make over $10,000 that day. Hands down. If I have around 30 to 35 people, I know that I'll make $5,000 to $6,000 that day. With gadgets, like let's say it's a gadget store, whatever, if I have between 130 and 170, I know that I'm doing between $18,000 and $24,000 that day. I don't look at anything else. I just look at the number of people on my website for that minute. I need to constantly keep that number at a certain thing. It's kind of like driving down the road, and I know that I have to be somewhere, so I need to be doing 75 miles an hour or 85 miles an hour versus being stuck in traffic and I'm doing 25 on the highway. That's the only thing I look at it for. Does Jeremy use FB Analytics? So when he has time, he goes in there and then he tells me, oh, our top state is this, our top state is that, but we have a lot of projects on our hands that he hasn't been doing that. What was the name of the Ecom Google UTM expert again? Demetrius. Have you ever used Companion Labs for manual bidding? So someone asked that earlier today, and I did. I loved it until we lost our ad account, like I said. But it's not for people that are testing products. It's not for people that don't really have a budget, because let's say you have a $15 ad set. The test that they do only spends $1 a day. You literally, you have to have a pretty good budget. If your original ad set that you split is $200, then each one of them is going to get $15 a day. So, to get any type of significant data, because they're really trying to grab it, based on the auctions per day, per hour, per keyword, all that stuff. Really, really intense. And I actually watched a webinar about it yesterday, and got to learn a lot more about it. It's incredible, but you got to have a winner. You gotta have a winner. Print Trends is US, right? I don't know what you mean by that. We ship worldwide, except for Africa. We don't ship to Africa, but we ship worldwide. In ThemeX, do you use breadcrumbs? I don't use it. I don't like to let them go off wandering, all that stuff. The only time I want them to go wandering is when I send an email to them and I get them back to the website. I need them to buy first, then they can go back and look at as much as they want. Why is Shoelace Insider a retarget app? So I used to use retarget app when it first came out, and I just kept asking them about the stats. Their stats look so blown up and look like so awesome. And then when you go to Google Analytics and really run how much they made, it's way off. So I didn't like that. Then you got to prepay, and I don't know if things have changed now, but I'm usually that person like, hey, I try you, it doesn't work, I'm not going back type thing. I might go back one more time, but that's it. And Shoelace came on the scene, and I saw that their stats were pretty good. They only credited themselves for the stuff that they brought back, so I liked it, so I stuck with them. Retarget app takes some of your daily budget if I'm not wrong, plus use a different pixel. Like I said, I'm not up to date on retarget app, not sure. Shoelaces uses your pixel plus set price. Yep. Usually they ask you, how much do you want to start this thing with? $7, $10, whatever. I did notice though that they got more aggressive with, like, if you hooked it up to MailChimp and you dropped an email, they'd be like, let's put $100 and retarget the people that opened your email or clicked your email. Those don't ever work out for me. I don't let them do any of that stuff. I mean, they're located in the US. Yeah, Print Trends is located in the US because that's where I'm sitting, in the US. Print Trends is us, just so you know. How do you find Print Trends? Very easy. You go right here. Here is the Print Trends link. And then also, because some people had problems installing it, which I'm not really sure why, but I made a video last night and just put it up because I actually had to submit it to Shopify to try to get on the marketplace. But this video shows you right here how to install. It's really simple, but who knows? Yo, Dominic, that's cool right there. I like that. That's some cool money symbol right there. Dominic, how much are you up to right now? On our website, but I haven't gone into AdRoll and go purchase any of the ads or anything like that or set it up. So I hope to get that going good soon. Do you use it, Ryan? Alton, so I'm not sure if you mean Shopee Spy or Shopify Inspector. I don't know if they changed the name, but I was using that thing, but because Jeremy lost his profile, I have to get it reconnected to another profile so we can continue using it. But yeah, I like it. Oh, is it really Shopee Spy? I've never heard of that, so let's look at that. Shopee Spy. Did I spell that right? Shopee Spy. Powerful software for eBay sellers. I don't know anything about it. Is that what you're talking about or no? Nope. Oh. I thought you were talking about this. I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, so this is the old Shopify Inspector, and yeah, we do use this. Like I said, we lost his main Facebook, which was tagged to this, so we need to get it reconnected. But I actually like that thing a lot, and we do use Intelligent. Intelligent was just shut off though on my browser. Let me see. Here's the browser. So there's the Shopify Inspector or Commerce Inspector, whatever it's called now. But in Intelligence, we do use it, but it was just off. See, turn it on, and it'll show you. So pretty much, I use every tool that would give us an advantage out there. That's it. Like, don't go out and buy every single one at the same time, but the tools are going to make your life easier. That's it. It's just going to make your life easier, bottom line. Dominic got some crazy stuff going on. So it's 8:58. How many people are on here right now? 57. So I think tomorrow we might actually have official dates for Super Saturday. Super Saturday will be in August. Maybe it's the second Saturday in August or whatever. I don't know. Is Bianca on here? This is the first time we're actually going to be teaming up with someone outside of our group here, but Bianca got some crazy skills and some skills that I'm excited to see and learn about, which is, I don't know. I mean, with Facebook up and down every day, you need to have like a supplemental traffic source. And she has some gangster ways with using Instagram influencers. She uses some YouTube stuff. Um, I'm pretty excited about it. So she's going to be coming on board to do some of the training on it, which is exciting for us. And then we'll do our normal magic stuff with Facebook and all types of craziness. But it should be a pretty redonkulous Super Saturday event. I don't know. Do you guys? How many people know what a Super Saturday is? Can I just get a Y or an N? You can hide your wallet, so I'm not gonna sell you anything right now. So it's cool. All right, so a lot of people know what Super Saturday is. A couple of people know. So basically, oh, Trevor's been to a mall. So anybody that's been to a Super Saturday, can you just post something like, what do you guys think from it? Like, it's crazy. That's pretty sick. March was crazy. Best training, great, freaking awesome. So check it out. For you guys that don't know about Super Saturday is supposed to be 8 hours, but usually because we have so much content, it rolls into like 10 hours, 11, 12 hours, and it's virtual. You know, just like this, just like the webinar that we're having. You know, we have little sections for each part, but it's way more like, you know, you guys think we show a lot now. We show way more, you know, in this like Super Saturday setting, basically, because we know that, you know, it's a limited group, not anybody can just pop in, whatever, and it's more like an exact how-to. Like, this is how you do it. Click here, go here, do this, boom, boom. Okay, it's up and running. We usually have some hot products that we roll out to you and be like, hey, if you do these products right here, like this exact design, this, whatever, start running right now, you will make sales. So it usually becomes, you know, 8 to 12 hours. We try to keep it, you know, in that 10-hour mark. We eat at the desk. You might pee at the desk. I'm not sure. Some people take a break, whatever, but the day flies by. Anybody that has come to an event, does the day fly by? Does a Super Saturday, you look up and you're like, I can't believe it's 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night. Like, it just blows by. So it's a lot of information, a lot of stuff that we do where you actually are doing something, and then we have follow-ups from Monday through Friday. So we take Sunday off, that way to recharge the brain, do some of the stuff, and then Monday through Friday we meet for 2-hour webinars like this, and we talk about all the stuff that happened on Super Saturday. Like maybe you ran 5 ads and you don't know which ones to kill. A lot of the things that people like in the past is that we go right into your ad account. You share the ad account with us. We go right into it, and I will look right through it and be like, hey, I would kill this, or I'd raise this, da da da, and I'd show you exactly, like if I was in your office, what I would do. We take a look at your website, and I might tear it apart. I might be like, this sucks, change this price, change the description, change the color of the button, get rid of this, change the theme, or whatever, and we do those tweaks, and then you see on Tuesday, did you do better? Wednesday, did you do better? Thursday, Friday, and on and on and on. That way, we're kind of like hand-holding you that whole entire process. So you really get 6 days. You get 2 hours. That's 10 hours of follow-up, and usually 10 hours that Super Saturday. So 20 plus hours of content on a Super Saturday. It's pretty crazy. All right. So how many people want to join the Super Saturday? All right, so we will really see if you want to join Super Saturday or not. So I said I wasn't going to sell you something, and I said right now, but now, right now, I am going to sell you something. So here's the link. You can go right there, and Jeremy put it up, so it's August 12th, and Ryan's laughing, but yeah. So it's virtual right here, Super Saturday. It's in the same type of room, the same type of setting. You know, we turn on the camera so you guys can see us. Like, I'll actually fly down to Florida to be with Jeremy. I think Frank the Tank will be with us too. So you'll see us all in the same office, and we're just with you that whole time. So also, if you have any questions, call this number, 401-837-0418. Okay? That means that maybe you're on the fence, maybe you have more questions, maybe you've never seen us except for tonight for the first time. Whatever it is, you can call up, ask questions, and Jeremy will go ahead and walk you through, talk to you, answer your questions, help you out, maybe like a little mini 15-minute session on your website or whatever, but feel free to call. So does everybody have the link?
Actually, I just wanted to jump in real quick for 1 second because I actually was on the phone while you were doing the last couple, probably 10 minutes or so. But what I wanted to go over is the fact that this Super Saturday is unlike any other, right? So all the Super Saturdays that we've done in the past have all been about Facebook, 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 Facebook. See, Chris and I actually dealt with Bianca, who's an amazing person who actually has a tremendous amount of knowledge in other marketing platforms. And we have her coming on, and she's willing to do some amazing things with us to be able to teach you guys not only Facebook stuff, but also Instagram and YouTube, which are two huge platforms that you can jump into and be able to do a shit ton of volume in to offset all the negativity that you might be hearing about Facebook, the up and downs, the algorithm this, the that. Whatever bullshit you're hearing out there in the affiliate world or in the marketing world, you can actually get away from it if you don't want to deal with it altogether by jumping into these other platforms. Now, we're the type of people that believe that there's no way you should ever have all your eggs in one basket, right? That's why we do a lot of email marketing, mainly because we came from that space. So when we talk about front end, back end, making money on the front, breaking even on the front, but making money on the back, we come from that world, right? So we know that we could make money off of emailing our list because they were buyers. Well, what she teaches is a little bit different. She comes from an element where she's going to be able to show you guys how to be able to bring an entirely different platform together, such as Instagram or YouTube, and be able to tie into these things and be able to have, maybe $3,000 coming from Facebook a day and $2,000 coming from Instagram and another 1,000 coming from YouTube, or however you want to juggle those numbers. But at the end of the day, being able to do $200,000 or $300,000 a month and being able to have, Facebook being is always your number one runner-up, but also having these other platforms that may be costing you a fraction of the money, but knowing how to use them is huge. So we're going to be covering some Instagram hashtag marketing, some shout out marketing, some contest marketing, story marketing, some live marketing with Facebook Live, some viral fan page contest marketing, and dealing with different influencers in YouTube for the marketing aspect. So this Super Saturday is going to be like no other Super Saturday. It's not about product as much so as it is about bringing a shit ton of traffic to your store from all different angles. Like I said, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. There's so many different, so many different platforms out there which you can get social media traffic from that you'd be crazy not to tap into. So this one, again, is going to be a little different, but my number's up here. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate. I always answer my calls. If I don't answer, just leave me a voicemail. I promise you I will get back to you. Probably better than a voicemail is just to shoot me a quick text message. With a text message, I know who you are. I'll save you in my phone, and I can always call you right back. And most importantly, I got you in my phone book. So therefore, down the line, if you ever need anything, you call me, I know who you are calling instead of just seeing a number with an area, right? Makes all the difference in the world. So guys, again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Call me, contact me on Skype. Probably we're the only guys out there that not only give ourselves up and give all the content, all the information we have, but we also give our time. Think about how many of these guys out there give you their cell phone numbers and say, here, call me, Google me, right? That's not my Google number. That's my cell phone number from T-Mobile. So you can call me anytime you want, and I'm going to pick it up. And if I don't, I will definitely call you back the minute I'm free and off the line with someone else. I will call you. Let's think about how many people actually give you that type of value. Not too many people out there in this world, in this space, are going to give you their phone numbers and say, here, call me. I'm going to talk to you. Not my VA, not my assistant, but I'm actually going to call you myself and speak with you. And it's crazy because when I talk to people on the phone, they're like, holy shit, this is really Jeremy? I feel like a celebrity. I'm like, yeah, this is really Jeremy. What are you going to say, Chris?
I was Andy.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. This is Chris. Oh, nice. See, I just had someone shoot me a quick text message. So that's awesome. But yeah, like I said, guys, just shoot me a text, shoot me a Skype, call me. I'll be here. I'll answer your questions. I'll help you guys out. If this is your first Super Saturday, I can make one promise to you. It sure the hell won't be your last. And if this is your reoccurring Super Saturday, seatbelt yourselves in and get ready for a nice ride. Just like the last, we always bring it. What's my time zone? East Coast. I'm in the East Coast. Is your number on WhatsApp? No, I don't think it is actually, but I don't mind getting WhatsApp. Is that an app? Let's see, WhatsApp. Search WhatsApp. Let's see. You know what that is, Chris?
Yeah. Greg Wells uses it a lot, so he can leave the country and you just text him on it and stuff.
I'm getting it right now. So whoever that was, I think it was Iris. Let's see, Aphis. I'm getting it right now, so I'll have it. Super Saturday Virtual. Yeah, basically it's in a room just like this, where you get the opportunity to see us, and Chris will be here, Frank the Tank will be here, and we'll be able to kind of just rally this thing up and be able to hit you guys off with nothing but pure content. And someone said $497. Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you something. There are people that charge 3 times, 4 times that for a course that doesn't give you half the information we gave you for free. So I want you to relate something. Just think about it. If we've given you the last 6 days worth of content for free, imagine the content that comes to the table when you actually pay. I just want to leave you guys with that thought. Imagine the content that comes to the table when you actually pay. And I think that's like the biggest aha moment for some of you guys, because that really just brought things to perspective for you. If we just gave you all this information that just made you guys, a lot of you guys, money for absolutely nothing, imagine what $497 over 10 hours of time will give you. And actually more than that, because you get 5 days of follow-up.
That's $24 an hour. 20 hours.
So I don't think we need to be able to give you a reason. It's either you can or you can't. And if you can't, I totally get it. I understand it. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself if your business is worth it, if you're worth it. And I hope the answer to that question is yes, because I can't make it any simpler than, if we're giving you this information for free, what can we give you paying? There are cut off to the chase. So yeah, basically, Mark, there is, and I'm glad you said that. Like anything else, we only have a certain amount of people that we can deal with on a Super Saturday. I think the biggest one we had when it was 4 people on there doing the Super Saturday was 110 people or 120 people, and that was enough for us to be able to answer all the questions, make sure that everybody got what they wanted out of it. With this, it's a little bit different because we're dealing with so many different influencers. We're going to put a cap on this thing, and Chris and I were talking about it earlier, of wanting to make sure that we had enough of our time to give to everybody coming into this thing, where we weren't overloaded and that people were leaving saying my questions weren't answered. So I think a good cap to put on this one would be 50, just to make sure that everybody gets what they want out of it. So we're going to cap it at 50 people. And I would probably say that by the end of this call, I can already see that there's 15 people that are already registered. So Joe, Matt, There's an Eddie, Jeff, Karen, Angela, Ryan, John, Joe, Chris. So I can already see that there's a bunch of people that are already obviously in. So thank you. There's another one, Ed, boom. So I can see that there are already people jumping in. So by the end of this call, I could probably see that half of those seats will be taken. And we haven't promoted anywhere, nor will we until this call is over. So once we start promoting it and we start putting it in the Shopify group, you best believe it will load up, especially considering the fact that no one knows that we've actually said we're going to do another Super Saturday. I mean, we've done 100 plus on a Super Saturday in the past, and we've said we weren't going to do them again because our content was leaked. And here we are saying we're going to run another based on the fact that, you know, our security measures are raised, and based on the fact that we've gotten a lot more smarter over the time. So we're going to go ahead and roll it out again. And no one knows it other than the people that have been on the call with us this week and heard us say that we're going to be releasing another Super Saturday. Anything you want to add, Chris?
No, I'm good. Maybe if you could hit up Facebook, that's about it.
Yeah, like always, guys, please. I know yesterday there was like 30-some people on the call after the call ended, and we were still waiting, you know, for people to comment. There's only like 3 or 4 comments, and we were asking people to please comment. And it's no joke. Like, our kids are on our fan pages, on our Facebook pages, and they see, you know, the comments that people leave behind. And when we tell them that we're sacrificing time away from them to be able to teach people, and we only see 10 or 12 or 20 comments, and we had 60 people in the room, that's an upset to us because we give our all to make sure that you guys get content. So all we ask in return is that you guys go out there and talk about that. Talk about how we give our all. We don't let anything, you know, hold us up as far as content is concerned. So please go on Facebook, talk about, you know, your experience with us over the last 6 days. Talk about things you've learned. Talk about things you didn't learn. You know, talk about, you know, the aha moments that you've had. And, you know, let the rest of the people out on Facebook know that obviously we're making the same sacrifices you guys are. I know that in some of your countries, it's really late right now, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And you know, some of your countries, it's really early right now, you know, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And you guys have made sacrifices to be here. So we appreciate that. And we just want the same in return. Just let you guys know, please go out there and comment. I don't get why you guys are doing this. Well, some people go to soup kitchens and they feed the needy. Some people feel the need to go out during Christmas and pay people's, you know, layaways. And some people feel the need to pull over on the highway that see a guy out there with a sign that says homeless will work for, you know, for food, and feed someone and put them to work, right? We know you guys aren't homeless, but at the end of the day, we do know that there are certain people out there that, you know, obviously need the information that we're giving. So that's why we do what we do.
Mark says get tit.
What did you say?
Mark says get tit.
Oh,
he says, I love it, but I don't get tit.
Okay, I'll let Chris answer that.
I'm not going to answer it.
Yeah, you have way too much going on to do this.
Yeah.
LOL. That is funny. So guys, listen, you know, I have my family here, and it's crazy because my dad usually eats, you know, at like 6, 7 o'clock, 6:30, really, you know, he's gotten his dinner underway, and he's been waiting for me to get off my call just so that he can eat dinner because he's only here for another, you know, pretty much tomorrow's his last day. So I just wanted to say good night to you guys and let you know I do have my phone here, and I will be willing and able to go see your dad. I will. I'm going to go see my dad, go have some dinner, and oh, nice. Look at Dominic. He drew you a picture, Chris. You're welcome, Dominic.
Yeah, he's good at that stuff.
Right? We should bring him on as a designer. Dominic, you looking for a job? So listen, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. You know, we always try to bring the heat. All we ask is that you go on Facebook and talk about it and just, you know, let people know that we're the real deal. We're going to give you guys raw content, uncut. We don't rehearse any of this shit. We just bring it.
There's no slides in our show.
Hell no, there ain't. And if Facebook shuts us down, then hey, you know what? We just keep it moving. We ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna say, okay, guys, till the next scheduled session. Wait till we get it back. Nah, we're just gonna keep it moving. We do real deal shit, uncut, raw content. So peace. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Chris is the maestro. He'll be putting on some tunes for you guys, and I'm sure just like last time, we'll have 30 people at the door before we kick you all out. So have a good night, guys.
I do love the techno. I have it on all day long. Like, my office is like the club. I can't work without it. If my office could be in a club, I would like that even more. Pretty close though. Pretty close. You guys have any music requests? What do you guys listen to? Dude, I don't know how you're making those things, but they are sick. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. What's some 90s hip hop?
You're in the mix with Stack Trace.
Oh, hell no. Here we go. Do we have Biggie fans or Tupac fans? Which one? Biggie fans? I got some for you. Yo, New Zealand, I'd love to come over there. Damn, we got a free course called Ecom Reboot.
I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play coke. From the Mississippi down to the
ecomreboot.com. And it's free on top of that. There's the beta. It's more like a beginner course. A lot of stuff in there. A lot of videos.
Misunderstood, and it's still all good. And if you don't know